your boy Rodney Perry. I'm bringing you an evolutionary experience. Hey, it's game.
Hi, this is India with Designer Accessory Adoption. Thanks for watching this video and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for clicking play. And my returning folks, thank you so much for joining me on this journey and watching another video and coming back for another one. If you're interested in anything related to pre-owned, luxury and contemporary, as well as fashion, lifestyle topics and tips, definitely consider subscribing. And we will go ahead and get started with today's topic, which will be my top 7 picks for items, gift guide pretty much. This is going to be a gift guide video for people who love pre-owned, secondhand, luxury, or vintage handbags. So this is going to be intended to basically give you that person ideas on if you have a vintage lover or a pre-owned fashion lover out there, items that you can buy to support their obsession. Let's call it that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So first up is going to be dust bags, storage bags. A lot of times pre-owned handbags, I think also with shoes. I really focus on handbags, but so I can definitely speak to that. But I know there are some fashion houses that do have dust bags for shoes as well, and they may not come with those original accessories. One of those being a dust bag. I have not quite understood how you get rid of your dust bag or lose it. But whatever, to each his own. No judgment here. So if it does not come with a storage bag or dust bag, you can always buy one off of another like third party seller. Maybe it's not the one that originally came with it, but for me that's not a deal breaker because I can purchase a dust bag from another company. Also, some companies actually give you a dust bag. So I pulled up 2, and I'll link everything down in the descriptions below if you have if you want to check these out. But these are 2 companies that I personally use. Both of them are located on Etsy. Now, the name of them is called, the name of the company is called, sorry, I had to pull out my name. No Sacrifice Bags, but like I said, I'll leave a link to their Etsy store down below. But this is more of a reasonably priced, both of them are reasonably priced, but one is a little bit more expensive than the other. So it came with this little handbag looking tag thing, and it has a slip card in there where you could write it. So this one was for one of my Prada bags, so that's why that one's in there. It's a nice little cotton dust bag, and it's pretty good. I can't remember the exact price, but I feel like it's reasonably priced, and basically you would just need to know the measurements of your handbag just to make sure it would fit. This one fits a pretty large size handbag, and I feel like it's, decent quality. It's not, I don't think, on the level of some luxury fashion houses dust bags, but hey, it's an option and it works well. Next up is going to be another example that I have, which is this one here. If you did watch my previous Why I Sold My Hermes Victorious video, this is the dust bag that I bought for that one because my pre-owned Hermes, pre-owned Hermes video. My previous Victoria that I purchased secondhand and have since sold did not have a dust bag, so I did buy a nice little luxe dust bag for this one. This one was more on the expensive side of things. It does come with a satin outside. It is a thicker material, and then it's lined on the inside. This company is called Fabrinique, as you can see in the tag there. So I did want to splurge a little bit since I had not a nicer handbag. I shouldn't say that because the Prada's a nicer handbag too. But since it was a little bit more on the expensive side of things, more expensive. I'm just not finding my words right now. Since it was on the more expensive side of the spectrum of handbags that I own, I wanted to get a splurge on a nicer one as well. Dust bag to store it in. This one does have a zippered top. So that is how you would close that one. And so you just really need to just pay attention to the measurements. Also, this same company here also has other storage materials, which we'll get into in a second because that is another item that I have on my list. So dust bags is something that you can give your pre-owned and vintage lover. They would love that because there are always going to be cases where there may be a storage bag that they need to use. Even if they travel, maybe they don't want to take their really nice designer dust bag with them and they want to take a travel bag with them. Right, so on to number 2, it is going to be a great leather cleaner. I'm a person where I love leather handbags, but if you have a person out there who loves vintage bags that are made of a fabric material or even canvas. In certain cases, definitely find a great cleaner that works for them, but I'm just going to recommend a leather cleaner because I pretty much all my handbags I buy are leather. So a great leather cleaner. I got this off of Amazon. I actually have a video where I had to clean up this white haze mark that was on a Kate Spade wallet that I had. So definitely check out that video if you want to see how this leather cleaner works. But this is Apple leather cleaner. This is definitely going to be a great option when you are talking about a vintage lover or a secondhand lover. Sometimes those bags are not in pristine condition. Sometimes they take a little cleaning, a little buffing. I know a lot of times I actually will use this when I'm scouring the market and finding vintage Coach handbags to resell. I will also use those for that reason too. And this Apple leather cleaner did a great job. Warning, always test your leather cleaner on a spot that is not as obvious, because all manufacturers use different finishes on their leather, and you just never know how a chemical is going to react to your leather or your suede or your canvas. So always test out before you splatter it all over the place and then you're disappointed when it doesn't react the way that you need it to. So definitely always test it out first. But this Apple leather cleaner has done a great job, and like I said, I got it on Amazon. If I can find the link, I will link it down below so you can check it out and consider buying it. It came with a cleaner and a conditioner as well as a dust cloth. So that is another option for the vintage and secondhand handbag lovers out there. Jumping in right here about midway through the video to give you a little PSA announcement, which is pretty much going to be, hope you're enjoying the content. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you are. Definitely like, share, and subscribe will be greatly appreciated. I'm really trying to grow my channel, and if you are enjoying what I'm talking about, I would love for you to try to help me get my video suggested up further in the YouTube algorithm. All right, now back to the rest of the list. Next up on my list, I don't have an example of, but I will talk about it for a second here, which is storage pillows. The company that I mentioned about the dust bags, the satin one, which is Fabronique, they also carry and make storage pillows. So for certain handbag styles, maybe air paper might not be a good option because you just really need to get it to fit in there well. I want to say that Samorga may also make not leather pillows, but storage pillows, but definitely check out your options out there. I have not had to purchase a storage pillow as of yet. I have considered it, but just have not gone down that route. But storage pillows are great, especially if they're made customly for the handbag that it needs, that you need it for, because it can fit in exactly the way that you need. Fill in those fill in those little open spaces and crevices, so it actually keeps its shape and is as pristine as possible. But storage pillows are a great option for any size handbag, and you don't necessarily have to have it be custom made, but that is the ideal option. But definitely consider storage pillows. Those are a nice look. Jumping in right here about midway through the video to give you a little PSA announcement, which is pretty much going to be, hope you're enjoying the content. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you are. Definitely like, share, and subscribe will be greatly appreciated. I'm really trying to grow my channel, and if you are enjoying what I'm talking about, I would love for you to try to help me get my video suggested up further in the YouTube algorithm. All right, now back to the rest of the list. Storage option for the vintage and secondhand lover out there. So next up is going to be number 4, and that's going to be hardware protectors. So a lot of times people will leave the original stickers on handbags, and I would say just take this with just look into it a little bit more. So I've heard that some people have had issues with using hardware protectors and them staying on handbags, and when they peel them off, the metal has oxidized and you have issues with the top layer of the metal coming off of it. So just be careful, but that is an option if you have that handbag lover out there that really wants to be very careful about getting hairline scratches, marks, wear on their hardware of handbags, especially handbags that have a lot of hardware, they can start to look very used after there's been a certain level of scratches and marks on the hardware. But that is an option for that vintage handbag lover out there if they want to use those. So there are plenty of hardware companies, but definitely that is an option. So you can consider that as well if that's something that they're looking for. Next up on my list is going to be accessories. So things like chains, scarves, handbag straps. Those are absolutely all the rage right now. They help personalize your handbag, and they're great options to give to a pre-owned and second-hand handbag lover, even somebody who loves new and doesn't even scour the market and wants to get something pre-owned. New handbag lovers love this option too. And I had a visual, sorry. All right, so I wanted to get my little visuals because I pulled them in here for a reason and have not been doing a good job remembering to use them. So things like scarves. This is not a secondhand scarf, but you can buy this new or pre-owned depending on the style you're looking for and the brand. There are plenty of options out there, brand new and secondhand. But these help accentuate your handbag. These help add a little bit of pizzazz and color to them. So they are great options. So definitely check out scarves as an option, or little key charms or handbag charms. So this is another option as well. I'm not saying you have to exactly use this one, but this one I got pre-owned. This one I bought brand new. But these are also options to help that handbag lover basically add more style or zhuzh to their handbags and more personality. So definitely think about these to give to that lover of handbags out there. All right, so next up is going to be an organizer. All right, so there are plenty of companies that will make handbag organizers. A lot of YouTubers that I watch use Samorga. Some of the other ones use, I've heard of 7RP when you get in those higher upper echelon style handbags from fashion houses. But there are a lot of other options out there besides those. These I got from Etsy, so I will link them down below. I actually did a video on these as well, but I purchased these from Etsy. This is actually for these are supposed to fit the toy Lulu, I believe, or the small. Whichever one is the smallest size that has the 2 compartments, this is supposed to fit those. I didn't buy them for the because I don't have a toy Lulu, but I got them because they fit my other handbag that I got it for. But organizers are a great addition too, because this helps to keep your handbag organized. It helps keep the interior clean and pristine, as well as it helps support the structure of the handbag too. So it's kind of a all 3-in-1 type of situation with handbag organizers, but these are great options for your handbag lover out there, whether they like secondhand, whether they like new, whether they like vintage. These are always a great addition, and then it's an extra cost so basically supporting this purse addiction. So this is a great option to give someone, especially if they spent a lot of money on a handbag recently, or you know that they're buying one and you just want to help them save a little bit of money and you take on that cost. This is a great gift option for them. Drop my note on the floor. All right, so last one up, and at some point I stopped counting. Hopefully I got up to 7. On my list I had 7, so don't kick me if I missed one. But last up is going to be a storage edition, or I don't even know how we want to call these, but these are air purifying bags. I also did a video, that one fell on the floor, but I also did a video on these, and I will link it down to the store I got them from on Amazon. But these are charcoal bags. They help pull smells out of the materials that your handbag has. So like I said, I do find thrifted items, handbags specifically, and shoes, and resell them. So sometimes they do have a little bit of a storage scent to them, and so part of that helps get that scent out is going to be odor eliminators. So charcoal does a great job of that, and a pack of these is not very expensive at all. I got a pack of these for $6, 3 of these, and then there's 3 smaller sizes, and these are great because they last 2 years. Once they kind of lose their activation, you can sit them in the sun and they'll recharge, and then you can use them for up to 10 years like I mentioned. So these are great. They have a little hang bag, so even if they want to store these in their closet and not specifically need them for inside their handbag, that also helps as well. So this is a great option for handbag lovers out there. If you have a person who loves luxury shoes, this is a great option because they have smaller ones that you can stick inside the shoe and it keeps it smelling very nice. So this is my last option on my list for things that are great for someone who's a purse addict of any kind, whether that's secondhand, new, or vintage. But we'll throw in shoes too, because some of these are applicable for shoes. So, which is just this and the leather cleaner. So really 2, and dust bags. So I had 3 options that were good for shoes, but whatever. So hopefully you enjoyed those tips for items if you're looking for something to give that purse addict out there and you're looking for gift options for them. I think those are great additions to help support their lovely obsession to handbags like I have, and are really a great option that maybe they don't think of on their own, but they definitely will appreciate, or at least will help them save some money for their next purchase because you've given them money. You purchased the item that helps keep and maintain their handbag or their shoes or whatever it is, and then they could use their extra money that they were going to spend on things like this or anything else that I mentioned towards something else. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have been enjoying the content. The words today, not working. I hope you are enjoying the content. Definitely let me know if you have some other suggestions down below in the comments. I have loved enjoying reading your comments and speaking with you. I feel like I'm getting to know you a little bit better, which I absolutely love because this is a great way to connect people. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for spending a little bit of your time with me. Definitely reach out if you have questions. Have a good day.